Look in your bathroom drawer. That little blue tub, lid crusted, half of it gone hard. You've had it for years. And most people do one thing with it. A cold comes on, they rub some on the chest and go to bed. Here's mine. That one tub, $5, has put mothballs, bug spray, stainless cleaner, and rust spray out of my house for good. One jar, not a shelf. And there's a reason nobody told you. There's no money in a thing you buy once a year. I'm Dale, 30 years an Army quartermaster, 800 soldiers supplied on a budget Congress kept cutting. Your house is easy. 25 uses, counting down, and number 1 has saved me more than the other 24 combined. Buy the tool once, not twice. Let's get to work. Number 25. Your vacuum runs and the room somehow smells worse. Most folks buy scented carpet powder, $4 a bottle, gone in a month. Instead, dab a fingertip on a tissue, drop it in the bag, run it. The scent rides the exhaust out the back for nothing. Number 24, the paint job. Fresh paint in a closed room gives you a solvent headache by the second wall. The usual candle does nothing. Set 2 open lids in the far corners before you start. The menthol rides right over the fumes. It masks, not cleans, so crack a window anyway, but the room's livable while you work. Number 23, the wall your kid decorated. Crayon is wax, and most people scrub until the paint goes dull. Don't fight it. Pea size on a cloth, rub gentle, wipe with a damp rag. The oils dissolve the wax and it lifts clean. Test a hidden corner first, because on flat, matte paint, those oils can leave their own mark. Saves a repaint. Number 22, gum welded where it shouldn't be. A shoe, a table leg, the carpet. Everybody picks at it and gouges the surface. Smear a glob on, cover it, walk away 4 minutes. The oils break the tack and it lifts with a plastic scraper. No solvent, no special remover. Stop paying full price for a bottle that does one job. Number 21, the first one most people get backwards. Your stainless fridge, all fingerprints, so you buy stainless cleaner. $5, $8 a bottle, again next month. Smudges on steel are oils off your hands, and you lift an oil with another oil. That branded spray is oil in a fancy can, marked up for the word stainless, and you already own oil. Dime size on a soft cloth, wipe with the grain, buff dry. It lifts the prints and leaves a guarding film. One tub outlasts a dozen bottles. Wipe it fully and keep it off food surfaces. Number 20, the squeak driving you up the wall. A door hinge, a bed frame, doesn't matter. A squeak is metal on metal with nothing between them, and most people buy a whole can of spray for one hinge. In the motor pool, a squeak was a part asking for grease, so you gave it grease. Pea size into the hinge pin. Swing the door a dozen times to spread it. Same on a bed frame, into the screws. The noise dies on the spot. Number 19, the splinter you can't grip. The usual move is a needle, and now it's bleeding. Back off. Dab the tub over it, cover with a bandage, wait a few hours. The oils soften the skin, and the sliver works its way up where you can grab it. Sterilize your tweezers first. Less digging, no blood. All right, the next batch are the ones the exterminator quietly hopes you never try. Number 18, boots that clear a room when you pull them off. Most folks spray something floral and it quits by lunch. That covers the smell, not the cause, which is bacteria in the damp. Pea size into the insole overnight. Wipe it out in the morning. The menthol overrides the odor while the boot dries, and dry is what the bacteria can't stand. Wearable by morning. It won't stop you sweating, but it buys the day. Number 17, the basement that smells like a basement. Most people plug in a freshener and let it run forever. Set a couple of open lids in the corners, swap them weekly. But straight talk, this masks it. It doesn't fix it. That smell is moisture and mildew. The only cure is drying the space out. Number 16, the porch you can't sit on in July. Most people light a citronella candle like it's a force field. It isn't a shield around you. Mosquitoes hunt by scent. The carbon dioxide you breathe, the smell of your skin, locking onto it across the yard. A strong smell doesn't build a wall, it muddies the trail so they lose you. So put it where the scent leaks, wrists, ankles, the back of the neck, and around the door and window frames. It's cover, not armor. And the honest limit, this isn't the heavy-duty stuff. In real mosquito country, on a bad night, it won't hold. For a normal evening, it buys your evening back. Number 15, flies on your garbage can. Rub a ring around the rim and lid edge. Redo it when the heat's bad. The scent is a line they won't cross, so they quit landing. Number 14, bugs slipping in around the window. 9 times out of 10, people reach for a bug bomb and gas the whole room. Run a thin line along the sill and into the gaps where the frame meets the wall. A scent barrier right at the door they use. Number 13, the cat who's decided your counter belongs to him. Most people yell and the cat waits for them to leave. Cats can't stand the menthol, so use it. Dab a little on a rag and wipe the surface, the counter, the couch leg, a planter rim. Wipe the surface, not the cat. Keep it off anything he'd lick and off his fur. You don't win an argument with a cat. You just make the ground unpleasant. Now count what we've done. We've thrown out mothballs, bug spray, air freshener, and a stainless cleaner. And that's only the first half. From here, it stops being about smells and starts being about your body and your gear. The stuff that costs real money when you get it wrong. And number 1 is still coming, the one that's beaten all of this put together. And read the label sometime, because most people never do. That jar isn't medicine that got stirred into grease. The petroleum jelly is the delivery truck. It holds everything on the surface and seals it. The 3 actives, camphor, menthol, eucalyptus, mostly do one job. Talk to the cold-sensing nerves in your skin. That's why it feels cold when nothing's cold. Menthol doesn't open anything. It sends a signal. Remember that. It explains half this list, and it explains number 2. All right, back to work. Number 12, the bug bite or poison ivy itch you can't stop scratching. Most people buy a little tube of anti-itch cream. Thin layer on the spot. The itch is a nerve signal, and the menthol hits the cold receptors and shouts louder than it, so your brain hears cold instead of scratch. That cool wave is your cue it's working. Keep it off broken skin. Number 11, lips cracked from the wind. Most folks buy a tube of balm. Thin layer at bedtime, an occlusive seal that stops your skin's moisture evaporating overnight. You wake up soft. Number 10, heels so dry they've split and catch on the sheets. Most people buy a special foot cream in a fancy jar. Thick coat on the heels, socks over it, leave it the night. Same idea as the lips, just more. The layer seals water into that thick, dry skin while you sleep, and the crack gets to close. Softer by morning, scents a night. Number 9, the back and legs that ache after a real day's work. Most people buy a name brand muscle rub, $8, $10 a tube. Read the back. The working ingredient is menthol, the same menthol in your jar. Rub a generous amount into the sore spot. It's a counter-irritant. That cool then warm distracts from the ache. Same ingredient, a third the price. Number 8, the tension headache building behind your eyes. Most people go straight for the pill bottle. Before you do, thumb-size split across both temples and the forehead, light circles. The cooling eases that tight band around the head feeling. Keep it clear of your eyes and know it won't touch a real migraine. That's a different animal. All right, from here on, it stops being about comfort and starts being about real money. Number 7, the scalp that's flaky, tight, and itches all day. Most people buy a heavy medicated shampoo. Try this first. Pea-size worked into the dry spots, 10-15 minutes, then wash with your regular shampoo. The oils lift the flakes so they rinse away. Fair warning, if it's true fungal dandruff, this soothes it but won't beat it, which leads into the next 2. Number 6, athlete's foot. The itch and peel between the toes. Most people buy an antifungal from the pharmacy. Thin coat between the toes and across the sole at night, socks on. The camphor and menthol carry a mild antifungal action, and the oily base smothers the damp the fungus needs. But the honest part? It doesn't always win. It's slower than the real medicine, and if it's spreading or you're diabetic, you see a doctor. Number 5, the toenail gone thick and yellow. Most people paint a pricey medicated lacquer over the top, week after week. That's the mistake. You're painting over rot. The fungus doesn't live on top where the brush reaches. It lives underneath, in the bed, out of reach. So go after where it lives. Coat the nail and the skin around the edge daily before bed for months. And the honest truth, because I won't sell a miracle, it's slow and doesn't always work. But it costs almost nothing to try, and plenty have watched a clean nail grow back. Some swear by it, some say it did nothing. Cheap enough to find out for yourself. Number 4, moth holes chewing through your good sweaters. Most people drop mothballs in the closet and shut the door. Here's what's backwards. It isn't the moths eating your wool. The moths eat nothing. It's the larvae they lay. By the time you see one flapping, the eggs are in the fibers. And mothballs are a pesticide. You're breathing it in your closet, off your clothes. So deter, don't poison. Dab the tub on cotton balls, tuck them in corners and drawers, refresh every few weeks. The scent keeps moths from settling in to lay. No fumes on the clothes against your skin. In supply, we kept vermin off stored kit with barriers, not poison. Protects the whole wardrobe for the price of a bag of cotton balls. Number 3, and this is the one your exterminator really doesn't want you to hear. You find droppings in the garage, so most people wait to see one, then buy traps and poison, or worse, sign a monthly contract. Here's the mistake. A trap deals with the mouse already inside and does nothing about the 20 behind it. You're mowing them down one at a time instead of shutting the gate. Rodents hate the menthol, so shut the gate with scent. Soak cotton balls and pack them into every gap, crack, and corner a mouse could slip through, refreshing as the smell fades. You don't wait for the flood to fill sandbags. You seal the entry before they move in. A bag of cotton balls against a monthly bill. No exterminator, no contract. One caution. If they're already nesting inside in numbers, that's a job for a pro. Number 2, the one that Jar was born for. The stuffed up chest that won't let you sleep. Most people glob it on, wait to breathe better, and when the nose doesn't open, figure it failed. Here's the truth I promised at the label. It is not clearing your sinuses. The menthol just makes your airway feel open, and that feeling lets you settle and rest. And rest is what carries you over the cold. So do it right. Thumb size on the chest and throat at bedtime. Warm shirt over it to hold the vapor. And the safety I won't skip, because this matters. Never on a child under 2. Never. Never inside the nostrils, only under the nose. Adults only. Keep it out of your eyes and off broken skin. And it's a topical. Nobody in your house eats it. Done right, it's the best few dollars sleep you'll buy. And the store brand does the same job for a third of the name brand price. Before number 1, if you want straight answers that save you money instead of a shopping list somebody paid to put in front of you, subscribe. That's all I'll ask. Back to work. And number 1, save for last because it's the biggest money saver of them all. The cheapest insurance policy in your house. Your tools, a wrench, pliers, the mower deck, left in a damp garage, start showing orange spots, and rust is a one-way trip. Most people buy rust spray and reapply forever, or do nothing and buy the tool again in 5 years. In the motor pool, stopping rust before it started had a name. The Army called it preventive maintenance, near a religion, because a rusted tool in the field could get somebody hurt. Here's the whole secret. Rust needs 2 things touching bare metal: moisture and air. Take either away and it can't form. So wipe a thin coat over the bare steel, the blade, the hinge, the jaws, the deck, and that petroleum jelly film seals the moisture and air off the metal. No water, no oxygen, no rust. Redo it twice a year. A $5 jar guarding hundreds in tools. You buy the tool once and make it last 20 years. One last honest word. You'll see some lists say slap this on a burn. Don't. An oily coat on a fresh burn traps the heat against the skin. The exact wrong move. Cool running water there, not grease. So step back and look at what that jar really is. Not a pile of tricks, a way of running a house. On maintenance instead of replacement. On the thing you already own instead of the thing with the markup on the label. And you can do all of it before bed tonight. $5 for the jar, 2 for cotton balls, a pair of old socks, and a rag you've got. Under $10, and it just walked. Mothballs, bug spray, stainless cleaner, muscle rub, and rust spray out the door. Now I want to hear from you. Which are you trying first? The rust trick in the garage or the closet? Or is there one your family swore by that I left off? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. There's another debrief on the screen right now. The products in your garage that quit working years ago. That's the debrief. Dismissed.